I built this vehicle in 4 days as a touring rig, and out there is 1,000 k's of dirt road, proper outback touring. But if the way the vehicle performed getting to here is anything to go on, I'm going to be in a world of hurt real soon. Can a plug-in hybrid vehicle go touring in the outback of Australia? I really don't think it's going to be that good, but we're about to find out. I'm going to head from Broken Hill in Western New South Wales all the way out to the corner of New South Wales in Cameron Corner and then into Bourke. It's over 1,000 kilometres of dirt road. Now in my 200 series, this trip wouldn't even get me to break a sweat, and I can go off-road anywhere I like. Can this? I have no clue. Now we're going to hit up some cattle stations whilst we're out there, and we're going to do some four-wheel driving. We're going to hit some farm trails. We're going to try and climb some mountains. We're going to just see what this thing is like when you go doing what Australians do in the outback. But based on the trip down here from Brisbane, over 1,400 kilometres, I am seriously concerned. I had to stop at just about every service station on the way and EV chargers just to get here. So this is going to be the ultimate Outback shakedown trip. You coming for a ride? So the whole idea of me buying this vehicle is so that I can go out and do some testing and learn about the vehicle so that you guys know what you're getting into if you buy this vehicle. And I'm going to tell you warts and all. That's why I bought it, is so that I don't have BYD telling me, oh Matt, we're not happy about that. I own the car, so I can say whatever the heck I like about it. So I indicated that the trip from home to Broken Hill wasn't such a good experience. You see, with the 200 series, if I want to do a 1,000k trip, I just hop in and drive. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to get fuel or any of those sort of things. And because I've been operating vehicles with long-range fuel tanks and so on for so many years, I got caught out with this. I left home, full battery, and what I thought was a reasonable amount of fuel. I barely made it to the next town 100 k's away. And I'm thinking to myself, I've done something wrong with the whole system. And I think, what is going on with this thing? It's just burning fuel like crazy. Now the problem there was I was in eco mode. So traditionally I think eco in a diesel engine is a soft mode, you know, it's gentle, it'll gently accelerate, it'll pull back a bit of the power, it'll do things like that. This is thinking about eco as in let's run on battery as much as possible. So it totally messed with my head. So I was stressed out. I then had to make my way overall a 5-hour journey. In that 5-hour journey, I had to fill up twice. I am so not used to having to do that. And then I got online and started reading the forums, especially on the BYD Australia Shivers page. I got on that Facebook page, read a bunch of comments and stuff about it. And I reckon I was using some of the modes incorrectly, primarily the sport mode, the normal mode and the eco mode. Because I put the car in eco mode, it used all of the battery first, because that's eco in the sense of environmentally, not eco in the traditional sense that I'm used to of steady, soft driving, gentle acceleration, that sort of thing. And I think that was one of the key areas that really got me upset. So over the journey I learnt a lot more about the car, and I played with different modes and I've tried different settings, and effectively what I've learnt at the moment, and I'm not saying this is a full understanding of the vehicle, what I've learnt at the moment is that in sports mode on the open road it uses battery and petrol together and gives you quite a reasonable experience. But I'm only getting about 300 k's range, maybe 350, just depending on the speed I'm doing. I'm getting a calculated 18 litres per 100. That's worse than my 4.2 tonne 200 series running on this sort of speed. So 18 litres per 100 for a smaller vehicle is doing my head in. But the reason for that is it's a 1.5 litre petrol engine working its guts out to do the job. So because of the 200 series, I don't suffer from range anxiety. I very rarely do I have to consider extra fuel. I never carry extra jerry cans. This is the first time in years where I'm driving and touring and I am seriously worried about fuel range. That's not something I'm used to anymore. So it's going to be an interesting experience there. But the other dimension is, if I want to drive a long distance, I can do 1,000 kilometres in a day quite comfortably. But with this, I've got to stop and charge up the battery. The battery charger in Broken Hill was only a 10 kilowatt battery charger. It was going to take me an hour and a half to charge up. That's an hour and a half that I'd normally be driving. Instead, I'm sitting there waiting for this thing to charge up. If I've got to do that 2 or 3 times a day, that's a real problem when you're trying to do 1,000 kilometres in the day. So what's the options? Just run it on petrol? Well, if you don't have battery assisting the petrol motor, it will do it, but it burns about 22, 23 litres per 100 sitting on 110 kilometres an hour. That's my findings at the moment. So where does this leave us? I'm going to have to find out. I hope that somewhere I've forgotten to push some electronic button, and that's where I've gone wrong. The driving experience though, oh, it is so comfortable to drive. Full electric seats, I got AC and heating in the seats. The intelligent cruise control, once you train it and it learns the road, before it's trained though, hang on to that steering wheel because that's an exciting experience. The AC, brilliant. Like, just, you got to set it in the comfort mode, not the eco mode. And I've had 35-degree days yesterday and it's just comfortable in here. Absolute pleasure. Interior noise, minimal. And the power. Oh, it's so good. Even loaded up like I am, this thing hauls like proper goes. It is so good. No hills, slow it down. You want to overtake? Job done. Like, just done. It is so good. It is easy to make kilometres in this in absolute comfort. So it's pretty cool. Alright, it's just got real. We've hit the dirt. Alright, so we're going to head out on this road now and it goes out to Mount Gip Station. And I just found out that Mount Gip Station is where they launched the BYD Shark. I never got an invite to that, just so you know, but I think that they probably lost it in the mail. Anyway, I don't reckon they would have wheeled it as hard as I'm going to wheel this. So we're going to go and wheel the trails they wheeled, and we're going to go and wheel some trails they probably never even went near. You see, I've got a winch fitted to the front of this vehicle, and I want to use it. G'day.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm Matt.
Hi Matt, Sam, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
Now I hear that you guys hosted the BYD launch out here, the Shark 6 launch.
We did, Australian launch.
Did any of them look like this?
Not as decked out as yours.
No.
Varying arrangements of rhubars, and yours certainly's got a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I want to go out and do some of the tracks that they did.
but I also want to go and look at some of the tracks that they said, yeah, we won't do those ones.
Absolutely.
What do you reckon?
Absolutely. Look, I've got them up here for us.
Oh, beautiful.
Plenty of spots that we can go to,
Oh.
follow their tracks, but also maybe go over the hill a little bit more and test something else out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful.
This is probably the first BYD Shark that's got a winch on it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon I'll be using that?
Well, how good can you drive?
Not real good.
Well, probably.
I love Australian country people. They're so hospitable. Now, Sam has given us 3 different locations. We've got a gorge, we've got a mountain top, and then we've got a creek run to go play in. It's going to be really cool to see what we can do. I've got to learn how to drive her off-road first.
Well, here we go. First time off-road. Let's get some air out of these tyres and go and see what this thing's like off-road. Now, I don't actually know what pressure this vehicle's going to want, but my starting pressure, I'm just going to do 20 PSI all the way around.
Here we go, into a creek. Don't even know where I've got to go. Track's disappeared. But Sam said just head up the creek, you'll have fun. I think she knows I was driving a Shark. All right, here we go. Wow, this looks good. Let me get past that rock and that tree. Oh, look, that camera's come on. Yeah, I can see. Okay, that worked. That worked. One of the things I don't know yet is I'm not totally familiar with the under-vehicle clearance and all of these elements that contribute to the off-road experience. You know, where does it hit? Where does it clear? Okay, it hit there. I don't know what on. This is what I've got to learn. Well, this looks drivable if I was in the 105 or the race car, but being in this, you know what? We're going to give it a go because that's what we're here for, but I'm going to get some help. Hey, Dave and Middo, I'm going to get you guys to help me here and spot for me. Getting through this section, it's going to definitely need some fun.
Yeah, cool, mate. All good. Keep coming. You want to hug this top line, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, nice and slow. Just coming over one now. Yep. Yep, keep coming. Stay on that line. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. You're just climbing, hopefully.
It is so different rock crawling with this thing.
Oh, hang on, let me check the back. I heard a bit of a noise. Yep, good, good. Hold there. Whoa, hello, hold there.
It's the first Shark wheel lift. It feels like the Shark's going surfing, buddy. Mud mode seems to give me the control I'm looking for, which is cool. So this vehicle is stock bar a set of tyres. I got no suspension in it.
You want it just sealed, didn't you?
Yeah, I want to keep the car as much as I can. Gotta love people who are happy to spend your money.
I am. Right, can you come back just a tiny bit?
All right, Dave. Well, I don't think I want to go through here anymore because I'm going to break stuff. So let's back out.
Keep coming. There goes me GoPro.
You want to get that?
I'll get it in a sec.
Well, that was a very interesting experience. It performed about what I expected of it. It is more capable than you would give it credit for in some senses, but it's such a different way of driving. Like there were times there where I had my foot flat to the floor, left foot braking, and the computer was going so you really want me to give some power to the wheels? I'm like, yes, please. And then it would. And you're like, but I'm flat to the floor. It just does your head in how it works. Over time, I'll learn a lot more about how it goes. But when you consider this is a stock vehicle bar a set of mud tyres, it did really, really well. And to be honest, most stock vehicles would probably get to about where I got to and call it quits. So I'm very impressed with it. I did ding the bumperette there, and I expect to do that sort of damage with the vehicle. That's what I bought it for, is to find out what hurts, what it can do. Let's go and see what it can do with some hill climbing. All right, this is definitely the type of terrain I thought I was going into. Lots and lots of marbles, basically, lots of rocks. And these ones are quite sharp. So that's where it's good having a good quality tyre, not what comes with the car, I might say. They're not up to the scratch. All right, I'm just gonna try and keep a momentum going and see what happens. Oh, I'm not going to have the clearance for this. I'm going to try and hug to the right here. What are you doing, Joe? Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't think I was going to get through that. This is so weird. I'm disconnected from the drive. So my habits are trying to do things, but the car's different. Okay, we've stopped. The cameras are awesome. I can choose a camera and look and see what rocks are where and what's going on. Now, guys have said to me, sometimes snow mode works better. Let's try it. Yeah, that's got me wheel spinning. Ooh. Lots of wheel spin, but it's... And the other thing with this is the front motor is more powerful than the rear. Oh, I've just done it. I've got up. Oh, yes. That's so good. That's so good. Go into neutral. There we go. Wow. Okay. If I was normally driving a hill like this, I'd keep an even modulated power. That's what I can't do. I'm not getting the feedback from the vehicle that I'm used to getting. But I'm just blown away that this has got this far. Like, most four-wheel drives in stock trim are going to struggle to get to here. So, you might be bagging it and saying, what a useless piece of Chinese crap. This is impressive. This is very impressive, to be honest. All right, time to winch. We can keep fiddling around here, but I think fair's fair. It's done really, really well, and I don't want to break it. Now you might notice I haven't got my seatbelt on. I would desperately like to have it on, but I can't get it on at the moment. Woo! How good is that?
I tell you what, that was very, very impressive. For an electric vehicle, a plug-in hybrid, I dare you to send me footage of a Shark doing something harder than that. I'm blown away. I am blown away. What we're going to end up with when we put some suspension in here and I get onto the BYD engineers, you need to start listening to me, and get those motors tuned. Oh my goodness me, this thing's going to be a weapon. Seriously, I'm not joking when I say that.
Let's try sand. So this is a creek run. If I know these creeks from the racing days, it's heavy sand and there can be some really tight spots. And let's see what happens. Here we go. So I reckon I worked it out. Sharks live in the ocean and the ocean has sand. This shark loves sand. It is awesome. Oh boy, she gets up and goes. The other weird thing, because the motor is a generator, it's just revving really fast the whole time, but you're doing different things on the throttle. So you know how you and I are used to throttling on and hearing it revving up and down because we're changing the throttle position? This just revs. That's all it does, just revs. They call it berserk mode. You want to go berserk? Let's go. Thank you, Mount Gipp Station, for letting me play in your creeks. This is so good.
Well, what can you say about a shark in sand? It's made for it. It is absolutely made for it. It is very different. It takes you a few moments just to get used to how it works, because you hear the motor revving and your foot's on the accelerator going on and off and doing different things, and the motor just revs because it's making electricity. So it's a disconnected kind of feel, but once you get used to it, oh yeah, as you can see, I'm having a whole heap of fun here. Sam tells me there's a beautiful mountain with a beautiful sunset, and all I've got to do is get to the top of it. So I'm going to go back down to the homestead, and Sam said she'll take me up there. Let's go and check it out.
Sam, how long have you and your husband Dick been here at the property at Mount Gipp?
We bought the property next door about 11 years ago, this one about 6 years ago, so 136,000 acres altogether.
Wow, that's huge. I can't really imagine that being a city slicker. What sort of facilities have you got here?
We try and offer something for everyone at various price points. So you can drop the swag on the ground for $10 a night, or if you want a little bit more comforts, you can book out one of our cottages or cabins, fully equipped, a couple of bedrooms, heating, cooling, kitchen, all of those things.
Wow, and you can bring your caravan obviously and plug into power. And
absolutely, so we can do powered caravan sites, non-powered caravan sites, which are close to the toilets and showers and kitchen block, or if you really want to just go off the grid, we can find your piece in the paddock somewhere and you can be all by yourself.
Oh, that sounds great. I think that'll suit me tonight. So if you're in the situation where you're travelling through the Broken Hill region and you're looking for somewhere to stay the night, find a family who's got homestays or farm stays and this sort of facilities on their farm, because it supports these communities, it supports the families, because life out here on the land is tough. I'm not tough enough to do it, but families like Sam and Dick, they're smashing it out, but our little support of coming and staying the night really does help them out. So check out Mount Gipp Station. They've been very hospitable to us on our little stay here today. They'll do the same for you guys.
I've had an awful lot of fun burning all the fuel playing out here at Mount Gipp Station. Fortunately, Sam said you can charge up the car tonight, so we're back on track with that. What a beautiful place. This is what I love about Outback Australia. And you know what? The Shark is getting me out here and I am getting to appreciate it, albeit with some certain challenges. But now it's time for me to see if I can do this 1,000 Ks of dirt road and touring in the Outback. But you know what? That's going to be in the next episode. So I'll see you over there. I'm Mad Matt. Stay safe on the trails.